Hi, thank you for joining me. This is a short sequence for if you've been skiing or snowboarding. Are feeling a little bit tired after your day on the hill and you need to stretch out through those legs, through those hips, and just hopefully feel a little bit refreshed after your practice. So if you want to join me, just start off lying down onto your back. You will need something like a strap, so a belt or a towel or something like that if you don't have a yoga strap, and just have that handy. We'll need that in a minute. And we'll start off just lying down onto the mat. So just roll the back down, take a deep breath in, fill up the chest, fill up the belly. Just pause, hold that breath in, and then open the mouth, sigh it out, sink down into the mat. Feel the body connect down. One more deep breath in, and then exhale. Just release. Maybe you've had quite an adrenaline-filled day. You're kind of on a high, buzzing, and it's time to just let that all sink into the body now. Let the body be soft and relaxed. We'll hug both knees into chest, any amount, and just take a little rock from side to side. Just massage low back onto the mat. And then when you're ready, on an inhale, we'll extend up through the heels and flex the toes back. We'll just take some circles with the ankles. So just circling the feet in one direction. And changing direction, just any movements that feel nice and natural. Know that you've freed your feet from your ski boots or your snowboard boots. Hopefully feels nice and open. You can bring the toes in, spreading the toes wide, scrunching them up. And at the same time, just releasing all through the backs of those legs as well. Then we'll hug in once again. And we'll hold on to the outer edges of the feet. Come to happy baby. So we just hold on with the arms inside and then holding on to those outer edges. Keep the whole of the spine pressing down. And if you like, you can take a little rock from side to side. If that's okay, breathing into those hips. Feeling the inner and the outer hips opening up here. Keep that breath nice and smooth. And then place your left foot down. Pop that right ankle just on top of that left knee. And we'll hug in, holding on behind the thigh or to the shin. And again, nice stretch through that right hip now. Keep those toes flexed back. Keep the leg active. Keep the shoulders soft, the jaw soft. Every exhale, just releasing some tension out of the body. You can rock from side to side if you like, and if you want to extend the heel up, you can. Bring that stretch into the back of the left leg as well. Take a breath in, and then when you're ready, just pop the foot down. Come over to the other side, so pop the right foot, left ankle on top of right knee. Hug in, hold on behind the thigh, hold on to the shin. Anywhere that's comfortable. Keep those left toes flexed. You can rock a little side to side if that's comfortable. You can even use the elbow as a little lever inside of that left thigh, just opening up to the left side. Keep the breath smooth. Keep the shoulders soft. If you want to extend up through that right heel, you can. Nice figure 4 stretch through the hips. So bring in a nice stretch to the outer hips. It can get really tight when we're active and we're using our legs and our thighs a lot. Take a breath, and on an exhale, just release. Grab your strap, hopefully it's handy, and we'll just bring it around the ball of that right foot. And once again, extending up through the right heel. If you like, you can just keep that left knee bent, or you can extend the left leg. That'll make it a little bit more intense. Just hold on anywhere down the length of the strap or the towel or the belt. So you reach up through that heel and you breathe into the back of that right leg. Feel that right hamstring stretching and opening. Nice release through the hamstring. Keep the toes active. Keep both legs active. Take a breath in and a breath out. Sink the shoulders, soften the jaw. And then take both ends of the strap into one hand and we'll open up the hips. Out to that right side. We can keep the left hand onto that left hip. Just keep that left hip plugged in, rooting down, and we're bringing the stretch into the inner thigh, the inner groin on the right side now. Take a breath in, breath out. out, sink in. Next breath in, we come up through center, switch the strap and just cross the leg over. You can bend the knee here if that's more comfortable, or you can keep reaching out through that right heel. Keep that right shoulder plugged into the mat as well, and you bring a nice twist into the spine. So nice release out through the spine as well if you've been hunched up against the cold. Quite nice to just keep that chest nice and open too. Keeping that breath into the outer right thigh. And then we'll come up through center. Reach up through that heel, maybe walking the hands up the strap. Deepening that stretch through the back of the leg, through the calf and the hamstring. And then bend the knee. Release. Just extend the right leg, just noticing the difference between the right and left side now. And we'll come to the other leg, so strap around the ball of the left foot. Right knee can be bent or extended out. And just reach up through that left heel, flexing the toes back, hands anywhere down the length of the strap that's comfortable. Just noticing, can you bring a bit more softness into the pose? Can you just loosen the grip on the strap slightly? Really reaching through that heel, keeping those right toes flexed if the right leg's extended as well. And we're just breathing into the back of that left leg, into the hamstring, into the calf. When you're ready, take both ends of the strap in the left hand, open up to the left side. Right hand pops onto the right hip. So we get a nice opening through the left inner groin, left inner thigh. Keep the breath smooth, not holding the breath at all, letting it just flow in and out of the body as is natural. On an inhale, come through center and switch over across the body. Keep that left shoulder plugged in. If you want to bend the left knee, you can, or you just keep reaching through that left heel as we twist open through the chest. Reach out through that left heel. Amazing stretch for the outer left leg. One more deep, smooth breath, sinking into the pose. Then come up through center. Reach up. Take a breath, and then we'll release the strap. Just pop it over to one side, hug the knees in once again. We'll just rock our way up, making your way onto your knees. So we'll come and we'll get a nice stretch out through the feet now. So we'll press the big toes and just spread all the other toes wide as well. So all 10 toes are pressing onto the mat, the weight back into the heels. If that's too much there, we can pop the hands down, bring a little bit of weight out of the heels, but still getting that nice stretch through the feet. So if you've been in ski boots or snowboard boots, it's really good to just get that nice flex out through the feet. So keeping that reach back. If it's okay, we come up, we'll just roll the shoulders, drop the shoulders down, tuck the chin, draw the belly in. One more exhale, just sink down. And whenever you're ready, you can untuck the toes. Sit back onto the heels if that's okay, or if you'd rather just come to a seat, you can. If it's all right though, we'll sit back onto heels and then we get that nice stretch through the quads as well here. We'll inhale, draw the arms up, reach through the fingertips, drop the shoulders down, just interlace the hands, turn the palms up and reach up and open. Take a deep breath, fill up the chest, feel that release through the shoulders. And then right hand comes down, left hand comes up and over, nice stretch into the side body here. Keep that left hip plugged down. Take a breath in. Breath out to sink in, then breath in, come through center. And exhale over to the other side. Right hip stays plugged down. So we really stretch into the whole of the right side body. Take a breath, sink in, and then make your way up. Bring the palms together, draw hands down the center line of the body. Hopefully nice and smooth through the breath now. We'll just interlace the hands behind the back and open up through the chest. So keeping the belly drawn in, keeping the chin slightly tucked. So we really bring some space into the front of the body. Deep breath in, maybe inching the hands a little bit further away from the low back. And then exhale, release. Plant the hands down. Make your way onto all fours. with the wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, and just take a couple of breaths into cat-cow. So inhale, come up. Exhale and round the back. Press the floor away. Feel that space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, come up. And exhale, 2 round. Press the floor away. Plug the hands down, pressing down through all the pads of the fingers. And then tuck the toes, make your way up into downward facing dog. Feel like you can pedal through the heels, dropping one heel and then the other as you bend the opposite knee. You'll get a nice opening into the hamstrings here and into the back of the knees. And then both heels plant down. Take a breath in. And open the mouth. Release down. Next inhale, just raise up through that heel any amount. Right side, we can bend the knee. Turn the hip open, keeping the weight equal into both hands here. Deep breath in, and then on the out breath, we bring that foot in between the hands. Take a moment with the back knee up off the mat to reach through that left heel, stretching through the back of the left leg, and then drop the left knee down. Untuck the toes. Find a nice centered point of the body. And then inhale, make your way up to Anjaneyasana. Maybe on the inhale, we'll just draw the hips back slightly. And as we exhale, just allow the hips to drop down towards the earth. Keep the right big toe pressing down. And feel all of that space through the left side of the body, the front of the left quad. Left hip. Whole body opening. Keep the shoulders dropping down. Big breath in. And breath out. We'll bring the hands down. Flex the toes back. Hips stay nice and level, the weight equal to both sides. As you inhale, just lengthen the spine. As you exhale, you can bend over that right leg. Keep the toes flexed and you'll find a nice stretch all through the back of the right hamstring here. Take a deep breath into that space. As you exhale, feel yourself sink in. Feel the body opening up. And then rebend the knee. Come up once again, Anjaneyasana. And then right hand onto the thigh. Left arm just reaches up and over, bringing that stretch into the left psoas. So nice big opening through the front of the left thigh. Breath in. And then draw up through center. Plant the hands down. Tuck the toes. Make your way back into downward facing dog. Again, pedaling the feet if you like. And come into stillness, taking a deep breath in. And opening the mouth, sinking down. Next inhale, we'll raise up through that left heel. If it's okay, we bend the knee. We turn the hip open to the left side. The right heel reaches towards the mat. The hands stay plugging equally into the floor. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, left foot in between hands this time. Reach back through the right heel. Find that centered place in the body. Then drop the knee and tuck the toes. Root down through the left big toe. As you draw up, Anjaneyasana, left side. Maybe just coming out slightly. And then on an exhale, dropping the hips down. Feeling the weight of the pelvis. Feeling the front of the right thigh opening up. Keep the belly drawing in so we don't arch too much through the lower back. Breathe into that space on the right side of the body. Keep the left foot grounding down. And as you exhale, plant the hands, straighten the left leg, flex the toes back. Keep the spine long as you inhale. And then just hinge from the hips any amount as you bend over that left leg. Deep breaths into the left hamstring, the left back of the calf. Keep the breath smooth and steady. Opening through the legs. Then we'll bend the left knee, come up once again. Find that nice centered spot. Left hand onto the thigh. Just leaning over to that left side. Big stretch through the front of the right hip now. Right psoas, right quad. Breathe into that space. And then when you're ready, just release hands down. And step back. Come to downward facing dog. Maybe pedal the feet and then come to stillness. Root the heels down, down through the fingertips. Deep breath in and open mouth. Release down. When you're ready, look to the hands. We'll just walk the right foot forward and we'll turn to face the long edge of the mat. So toes facing to the front, the outer edges of the feet rounding down. Take an inhale, come to the fingertips and lengthen. As you exhale, just hinging any amount from the hips, dropping the crown of the head down. So breathing into the inner thighs, into the hamstrings. When you're ready, come back up to fingertips. And we'll just take a bend into left knee. Come through center. Bend into right knee. Come through center. If you like, you can turn the toes out slightly if that makes it more comfortable. Just moving with your breath from side to side. Feeling that big opening to the inner thighs. Moving with your cycle of breath. So keeping movement fluid and smooth. Once more over to the right side, then we'll come to center. Lengthen once again, just reach hands forward and then just drop crown of head down. Turn the toes once again to the long edge of the mat. And as if you could draw down through the chest towards the mat. So we're getting a big stretch through the legs. And also all the way down the length of the spine. When you're ready, just walk hands in. Bring the heels, the toes towards each other till we're slightly wider than hips distance apart. And then we drop down into Malasana, into our squat. The elbows come in between the thighs. The palms press together down that center line of the body. The hips are heavy. Dropping down. If you want to, you can be supported onto a block or a cushion here. If that's not comfortable, or if you need to be up on the toes, that's absolutely fine as well. We're getting a deep opening into the hips here. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just sink down. And then when you're ready, bring hands behind. Pop down onto the hips. We'll bring the legs wide. So just a comfortable straddle. Keep the toes flexed back and you'll get all that opening through the inner thighs, through the back of the thighs. On an inhale, draw the arms up. Keep the spine long, keep the belly tucked as you hinge forward any amount, reaching through the fingertips. And then just placing hands down, maybe forearms down. Doesn't matter how close to the mat the chest becomes. We just want to find that really nice stretch through the inner thighs, or that length through the spine, through the crown of the head. Take a breath in. Maybe as you exhale, feeling yourself just sink a little deeper, keeping those toes nice and active. When you're ready, come up on an inhale. Bring left elbow inside of left thigh, turn the palm up, or we just pop the hand inside of the foot, the right arm reaches up. Turning the chest and opening over towards that left foot. Reaching through the fingertips, keeping the chest turning open, toes stay flexed. Breath into the side of the right body. Come through center. Right elbow inside of right leg, or we just pop the hand down, the left arm comes up, and we reach up and over in line with the ear, keeping that left hip plugged down into the mat. Space into the whole of the side body here. Keeping toes flexed, and when you're ready, just make your way up, reach your arms, press the palms together, draw down through center. Tuck the chin, feel the back of the neck long, and then just bringing legs in. Soles of the feet come together, knees come apart. We can hold onto the toes or onto the feet. Maybe if you want to shuffle the hips a little bit closer to the heels. Take an inhale. Spine really long, and as you exhale, we'll press the elbows into the calves as you hinge any amount forward. A nice stretch through the inner thighs here. Come back to a smooth breath. And then whenever you're ready, we'll come up. You can keep the feet in that same position if you like, or you can extend out through the heels. As we bring the elbows down and just slowly lower the spine down for Shavasana. So whatever position you choose with the legs, we'll just turn the arms up, turn the palms up to the sky. Tuck the chin slightly so the back of the head is in contact with the mat, in contact with the earth. Take a deep breath in, feel the belly rise, feel the chest rise. And then open the mouth. Sigh everything out. Feel yourself sink down into the mat. Feel the body soften. Feel the body release. So you might have worked really hard. You might be a bit achy. And hopefully now the body just feels soft and open and totally relaxed. Just letting go of that awareness to the breath, letting go of awareness of the body. And just allowing yourself to be exactly where you are. And of course you can stay for as long as you like in your Shavasana. And whenever you're ready to come up, we just roll over to the right side. Pause for a moment. Just bring to mind a sensation of gratitude, hopefully for an awesome day on the hill that you've just had. And then just push your way up to a seat, any comfortable seat. You can cross the legs, keeping the eyes closed. The hands come to the heart, finding that center channel. Breath into that centered space. Exhale, release. Another moment, just finding that sense of gratitude within. Open up the eyes, curl the lips into a smile. And release. Hopefully feeling a bit more open, a bit more fluid through the body now. I hope you enjoyed that class. If you did, please like, maybe comment, maybe share it with a friend and have a look at all my other videos. And if you'd like to join a live class, just get in touch. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you next time.